start, we will have, for U.S. Representative District 17, Paulette Carson.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. I am Paulette Carson. I am running for U.S. Congress. Woohoo! Yeah! Let's go, excited. I am your local candidate running for Congress. I live in Trinity County, and I want y'all to know, Scott, when you talk about looking for what's important, I want y'all to know, because you're my people, I didn't go to the other forums that were around the district tonight. I wanted to make sure I was here with you, because you matter. I've been here over 20 years on our ranch in the Davy Crockett National Forest. I love Trinity County, and I'm going to fight for Trinity County, and I'm going to speak for Trinity County. I want you to know that you're going to have my ear, okay? And I want to be your voice. I'm going to serve you here, represent you there. I'm not going to go to build a kingdom and get wealthy. That's not necessary. So anyway, who am I? Once again, Paulette. My husband Charlie and I live up in our ranch, and we have 3 sons. Kyle, who lives up in Rains County with his family. He's a small business owner, heavy equipment refurbishing. David's our middle son. He is a lieutenant colonel, was in the Air Force for several years, and the Pentagon bid on him, and they won, and so he's now in Space Force at the Pentagon. Very proud of him. He's in the valley of the beast, so y'all pray for him, okay? He's standing up for the Lord, let me tell you. The third son is Caleb. Many of y'all know him. He lives with us. He's a special needs guy. He's real sweet, high functioning. Best place for him is home with us. So I do have a business background. I did have a corporate career with Brown & Root / Halliburton and Associated Companies. I did global contracts on an international basis and domestic, so I have a real strong business sense of what's to do with taxpayer money and not be into that excessive spending. I went to SFA, so I have a business degree there, emphasis in management and economics. And I've been very active in our Trinity County for many years, serving in many capacities, whether it was vice chair of the party. I was the founding president of the Republican Women of Trinity County, and served 4 different years. And my heart is to serve. And so some of the things I've actually accomplished here within our area is, I've mentioned this before, in the military. I did not know this until the 84th session. Joanne Kennedy introduced this to our convention, that our military were being penalized if they were landowners in Texas, had an ag exemption, and they were then deployed, and they couldn't retain the income-bearing capacity to keep that ag exemption. So her son discovered that he lost his ag exemption because he had been serving our nation. I said, man, that is so wrong. So I made a beeline. I'm not an elected official, just serving the community. I made a beeline for Trent Ashby's office and said, we need a bill. This is wrong. So he filed it. It didn't get out of committee. So the next session I said, file it again. And he did. And guess what? It came out of committee. 100% vote to support that. And this is what one person from Trinity County can do for all of our Texas military. Now when they're deployed, the rule is suspended and they don't lose that ag exemption. Amen. Yeah. And I've been involved, like I said, several times, several things. But you know what? We have to fight for the rural counties. You know we've all been redistricted, right? Moved out of 8 into 17. It's the strangest, most convoluted thing we've ever seen. But the things that, besides our local issues with step up in value, we need to retain that. We need to have water rights protected. Our land is protected against foreign entities coming in and buying up our land. Excessive spending and overreach by the federal government has to stop. These unconstitutional mandates. I'm going to fight for that. National security is my biggest concern. If we do not keep our national security intact, we're going to lose our sovereignty. We have to fight back against China having inner dealings in our universities with espionage technology. We're sending our taxpayer money overseas to hostile nations like Pakistan, who in turn, they supported the Taliban in Afghanistan, who killed our soldiers. How did you like the fact that recently your money went to Pakistan so the transgender community could feel more included in their society and they could start small businesses? Are you kidding? What about America's small businesses? Our small businesses are hurting. And I've been up and down to the district and I'm telling you, the same stories are there. They can't pay the taxes. They can't get people to work because they were paid to stay home. There's a lot of issues that we're facing as a, am I almost done? I'm done. All right, Paulette Carson for Congress. Now I'm on the hot seat.
Although rural Texas is the base of the Republican Party, in many ways the biggest voice comes from the urban areas. If elected, what will you do to ensure that all rural areas have equal voice?
I think I've already answered that question. But the thing about, for me, I've been so actively involved within the Republican Party. I have excellent relationships with not only our state legislators, but throughout the state of Texas. And they all know me. I will give you one example. Constitutional carry. How important is constitutional carry in this county? It wasn't going to pass. I got to hurry up, don't I? It wasn't going to pass. I contacted State Senator Nichols and I said, Robert Nichols, I want you to go back and you read that bill and I want you to support it. Well, I don't know. I said, no, you need to support it. Our county wants constitutional carry. And he said, all right, I'll go back and I'll read it. And he came back and he called me and said, you're right. I will support it. That's what we need to have. Relationship. I have that. And I will always speak for our rural county